save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ricky. Kill. We're good. Line forward, ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Ginn has it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We're set. 19. Check back. 55, 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. He's coming. Bang, go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to hit. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson on first down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Good.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 26. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wilson on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Ursua. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run to Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Here we go.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Wilson. And Dixon has it. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 46 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On 1st down, Carson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
54 Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Joker. Done.
From the 41, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. Past the 12, there he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 47 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again here. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Cook running right. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
3rd down and 13.
Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. First. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Mike 50, huh? Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, Alpha. Stay with your man. Mike 50. Coming this way. Here we go. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.